Well, here is the all-new 2025 Cadillac Escalade ESV Sport Platinum. If you guys are new to the channel, my name is Jason and I do reviews on vehicles here in Canada. So reviews just like this. If you do love these, be sure to like the video and also subscribe to the channel. Also, thank you to Applewood Cadillac for allowing me to review their Escalade Sport Platinum. So in today's video, I'm going to be going over the different models that you can get with the new Cadillac Escalade, the safety features that you get with this Sport Platinum model, the exterior, the interior, the infotainment system, and of course, the pricing. So with the different models available with the new Escalades, you can get the Luxury, Premium Luxury, Sport, Premium Luxury Platinum, Sport Platinum, and the V series. As for the safety features that you get with the Sport Platinum trim, this includes things like the brake assist, enhanced automatic emergency braking, intersection automatic emergency braking, front pedestrian and bicyclist braking, reverse automatic braking, rear cross traffic braking, enhanced automatic parking assist, night vision, HD surround vision, blind zone steering assist with trailering, forward collision alert, side bicyclist alert, rear pedestrian alert, and the traffic sign recognition. And as for what powers the Sport Platinum, this has the 6.2 liter V8 engine, giving you 420 horsepower and 460 pound-foot of torque. Here are all the numbers and the towing capacity for this. All right, let's start things off on the new Escalade Sport Platinum. You can see the new designing definitely looks beautiful and sharp and aggressive all in one. And I just love the way that they made these now. So over at the bottom here, your whole vehicle obviously is like in this granite color. It's hard to tell on video, but it's not fully black. And then the bottom of the bumper here is in gloss black, so you do get that bit of contrast as well. And then these little pieces here, on the other trims, you see them in chrome, but these are in gloss black as well and definitely stand out. In the middle here, you have your sensor, and then of course your front safety sensors that run all the way across. Also, this vehicle has night vision, and that sensor or camera is hidden away right down here. Now, if you move into the grille area, I just love the way that this is designed and all of like the details and the little bits and pieces that it has. And each of these pieces also have, if you look closely, more designing on them. So attention to detail is definitely on this vehicle. And then you have your beautiful, beautiful Cadillac logo, which is also illuminated all around there. You can't see it during the day, but it is illuminated. And then you have your front-facing camera right there. And also, around the whole grille and up top here is more gloss black trimming, where typically on other models you would have it in chrome. This looks so much better, I think. And then you have the beautiful new lights. I just love the thin look up here, and then your typical lights down here. And look at how many of these little pieces you have. It's just so nice. And even here, this whole section is in gloss black, and again, with the lines and everything, it does look nice. All right, coming to the side of the Sport Platinum, you can see the differences from the rest of the models, especially the wheels. And since this is the ESV, you can see how massive this is. Like, look at the rear window, how big it is. Now, if we go up top here, you do have your panoramic sunroof right there. And even on your roof rails, you have more gloss black trimming. Same thing for around the windows. All of this is in gloss black, where typically on other vehicles you would have it in like this black rubber, but this is in gloss. And also on this, the door handles are full body color, and you do have this light right here. And on the front doors, you do have this easy entry exit button for keyless entry. So you do have the silhouette of the Cadillac badge. And yeah, it looks nice. And then over on the side mirrors, the top of it is in body color, the bottom is gloss black. You got your turn signal right here, and then the side view camera. This does have the full 360 camera setup, so I'll show you that inside. Also, another thing you can't really tell because the color of the vehicle, but this trim piece down here is also gloss black. Also, this has the power running boards, which I'm a fan of. And if you open it up, as you can see, it comes out, and once the door is closed, it sits flush against the vehicle. Now, as for these beautiful wheels, I just love the way that these are set up. You've got the aluminum everywhere, and then you have like these inserts in gloss black, which makes these pop out. And then of course your Cadillac badge in the center cap there. And these are your 24-inch wheels. So if I take a step back, you can see this fits the vehicle perfectly since the vehicle itself is also massive. And also up here, you do have your reflector. Now this one also has the adjustable suspension, the air suspension. So I'm going to show you how the vehicle looks at its highest ride height. So opening up here, these two buttons here is how you control the ride height. So this is to lower and raise over here. All right, so if I press up, and then here you can see it's going to go all the way. So to the highest ride height. If I close the door, it is going to start adjusting itself. Okay, I believe it's done adjusting. So this is the highest ride height that it sits at. So you can see it's pretty high. Now let me show you the lowest ride height that this sits at. So same thing. What I want to do is press down all the way. It's going to go into the entry exit setting. So it's going to go to the lowest. So it's adjusting itself right now. And there it's done. So you can see the difference between the highest and the lowest setting. I think this one looks so nice. Also, another thing to note, the doors, all of the doors are power opening and power closing. Now, as per Cadillac's website, I believe I saw it on there, once they do send out the software update to the vehicles, you can close the doors from the screen inside. I'll show you what I'm talking about when I'm inside the vehicle. But let me show you the doors and what I'm talking about. So first off, this is not like a door handle where it all just pops out. There's actually a button inside here which you just press. So the door is going to unlatch obviously, but then if you just push it back, as you can see, it opens up and it doesn't swing open fully like typical vehicles. So it stops in a certain spot, and then even if you try slamming the door, it is not going to work. So let me just open it up more and show you. If I was to slam it, it's not going to slam. Another thing you'll notice up here by the rear is another Cadillac badge, but in chrome. All right, let's head to the rear of this beautiful, beautiful Sport Platinum model. I just love the way that they made these vehicles. They're so nice. So underneath the bumper here, you do have a ton more gloss black. All of this half section down here is gloss black. You got your exhaust outlets on the corners, and even these you have like in this dark chrome trimming, which is nice. In the center here, you do have your hitch hidden away behind the cover, and of course your rear safety sensors. And there's more gloss black around the reflectors back here. You can't really tell, again, because of the color of the vehicle, but all of this is gloss black right here. Now, if you move into the tailgate area here, you do have the chrome Escalade badging, and then another Cadillac badge right there, and then your 600 chrome badge. On the rear here, you have your rear view camera and the digital mirror camera. And as for these lights, just like the front, these are beautiful. They're also LED, of course, and this is a small little touch, but if you look inside of the housing of the lights, there is chrome trimming, which stands out. Up top here, you have your rear spoiler with the brake light right there, and your wiper is hidden away, so you have a nice clean look back here. Also, you can open the rear glass, and then if I just double tap on the key here, it's gonna unlatch the glass. So pull it up and you have access to your back here. You don't have to open up the full tailgate. You can just reach in and grab what you need to grab. Now let's go ahead and close this and open up the tailgate. So to open that, this is how you open it. You just press it and it opens. So back here, and since this is a 3-row SUV and this is the ESV version, you can see how much space you have back here. I don't think you need any other vehicle to go on family road trips, put your luggage back here, because look at this. And if you're not using the 3rd row, well, even bigger space for you. So down here underneath this carpet area, if we go ahead and lift this, you do have some small bit of space to put some things. Now if I lift it even more, you've got a little bit more space to put more things. And then you have these nice looking chrome protectors, and even on this you have the nice designing, and on this one you have Escalade written on it. So back here you have the massive speakers, and this does have the AKG sound system. And one thing that I did note compared to like other vehicles, typically here you would have black plastic, but on these you have carpet trim. Now over on this side you do have an outlet right there, and then you have all of these buttons here. This is to fold down the 2nd and 3rd row seats. The 2nd row seats you can only fold down. The 3rd row seats you can fold down and back up. So let me show you that quickly. I'm going to do the 2nd row seat, the left side right here, and the left seat. So if I double press it, it's going to unlatch and down it goes. And if I do the same thing for the 3rd row left, I'm going to press down. It's going to unlatch and down it goes. So like I was mentioning, you already have this amount of space. If you put the third row seat down, it opens up a ton more space. Now to bring the seat back up, I'm just gonna press up, and up it comes, and it's just gonna latch back into place. There you go. All right, let's head to the rear inside and take a look at what we have going on. You have beautiful, beautiful trimming. You got the whites, grays, blacks. You can see everything stands out. Underneath here, you have a decent amount of space with a cup holder spot right there. And you have the massive, massive speaker, which also has chrome around it and says AKG. Now on your armrest area, you have this beautiful, beautiful white leather trimming. And then up here, you've got this unique looking trim, which kind of reminds me of like a pair of jeans, but this is very, very nice. And you have another speaker up here, which is in aluminum, more chrome trimming around that, more chrome trimming around here, and then this beautiful shiny wood trim. Like, look at the details on this. I don't know if the camera is doing it justice, but this is just super, super nice. And you'll notice all of this throughout the interior. All right, let's head inside now to the rear. I want to talk about the third row seats first, and then I'll come into the second row. So to get back to the third row, it's very, very easy. The second row seats do have these two levers. The first one is to move the seat forward and backwards. The second one is to fold the seat down. And if you lift it again, it's going to pop up the seat so you have access to the rear. So let me show you. If I do it once, the seat comes down like this. If I do it again, it's gonna pop up like this. But let's say for whatever reason, the second time that you use the lever, the seat didn't pop up. Don't worry, you do have a strap right here, which you can just pull and the seat pops up. And for the third row people to come out, there's actually a button right there. So that folds the seat down, and then they can use the strap to pull it up. So now for the third row. First of all, check out this interior. This beautiful, beautiful, beautiful white interior. I am in love with this. It just looks so nice. And not only that, but look at all the details. Like the center, you have like this diamond stitched perforated middle section. It looks very, very clean and so nice. Even the headrest, you have the perforation on. Now I'm gonna get back here and show you kind of how much legroom you really have. As you can see, I think this seat right now is in the perfect spot. You have a good amount of room for this person, and then even back here. I'm 5'11", so I'm gonna sit back here on this corner and kind of show you how much room I have. So let's head inside and get in the corner here. So here I am. I have a ton of room, as you can see. No problem at all. Even if this person moved their seat back a tiny bit, I'll be okay. Now in terms of headroom, as you can see, you have quite a bit of headroom, so there's no issue there. And then the only thing that I would say is, now I'm sitting in here. I don't know how much more I can get into the corner, but I'm like halfway into the center seat here. So if someone wants to sit here, good luck, because it's not happening. But you can have someone in this seat right here. So if you have two adults, one here and one where I'm sitting, you should be fine. If you have someone in the middle, God bless them, please, but you can have maybe a kid, but it'll be tight back here. Also back here on both the sides, you do have cup holders and some space right here, and then also a USB port. And if you look at the roof liner, you have this like nice suede material all throughout the roof here, which is pretty cool. Not only that on the roof liner, but you have your speakers in all of the corners there. They're all over on the roof here and in this beautiful aluminum trimming. And this comes with the 36 speaker system. All right, now to get to the second row, very, very easy. You're just gonna put this seat down, it locks into place, and then you're just gonna lift the seat and then lift the headrest. Now you can see, obviously this has the captain's chairs, which I'm a huge fan of because you have nothing in the middle here and it's so easy to get to the third row. Now, here's a close-up of the seats. You can see the perforated section on the headrest and then the middle section with the beautiful perforation, diamond stitch patterning, everything. And you have this nice looking badge as well on the second row seats there. And the second row seats also come heated. And then you just have your armrest here, which if you want to use it, you can use. And then down here, you have your door sill piece that says Escalade. It's in chrome. And if I peel this back a little, you have this beautiful, beautiful designing. Now this also has the rear entertainment screens for the second row. but let me touch on that in a second. Behind the driver and passenger seats, you do have your typical storage compartments, of course. And then on the rear center console area here, you have your temperature controls, and then on the corners here is for your heated seats for the second row. You have another badge right here, and if you push this, here is where your cup holders are for the rear. Closing that. Down here, you have your HDMI ports, USB ports, and another outlet. All right, now for the screen back here. As you can see, you've got a massive screen, almost like a tablet like. If you just press it, it turns on, and then if you want to turn it off, you just press that, it dims out. So turning it back on the home page here, you have HDMI 1 and 2, and then vehicle status, where you can see the speed, fuel range, and trip information. This headphone icon, you can connect to your headphones or use the cabin speakers. Here's the home button that I was mentioning. And then you have this gear icon, which just has the screen brightness and Bluetooth headphones. All right, let's head to the front and see what we have going on. It's exactly like the rear, but I believe you have a little bit more storage area at the bottom, and then everything else is pretty much the same, other than your typical window controls, side mirror controls, and then the driver memory seat buttons. And one thing to note, for your door handle to open it, it's very unique, because if you open it, let's say to here, which is how you technically open the door on this vehicle, but if you do it again, it's going to go up to here. Now it does that because let's say the power dies or the battery dies and there's no power, and these are power opening doors. So that's how you open it manually. All right, now for the front seats. They're just like the second and third row seats. Very, very nice and beautiful seats. Not only that, but they're obviously comfortable as well. And the front seats not only come heated, but they're also ventilated and massage seats. So on here, you've got another badge on both the seats. Not only that, but in the headrest, you've got speakers on both of them in the front. So music sounds amazing in this. And down here are your controls for the power seats for both the front seats, and here is the button for the massage seats, and here are the numbers for towing and whatnot. So if you want to go ahead and pause the video, go ahead and do it right now. And then on the bottom here, you have the same door sill protector, but a little bit bigger. Underneath, just your pedals, nothing too fancy. And then, like I was mentioning, this trim, it even continues over here. Typically you have plastic here on vehicles, but I love what they did with this. This just looks so clean. Here you have your hood latch release. Here you have your electronic parking brake, trailer brake controller, and then the cluster dimmer. And then you have a bunch of different controls here. So up to here, so these right here are your 4x4 controls. Here's your different modes that you can put the vehicle in. And here's your suspension controls to lower it and raise it. And the steering wheel is power adjustable. And if you look on the corner here, you do have this nice little Easter egg. Also on here, you have the sleek looking venting, more of that beautiful wood trim, chrome trimming, and then you have the speaker here on the corner and on that side as well. All right, now entering inside of the Sport Platinum here, your dashboard has soft material right here, but then all of this is one massive speaker. So the speakers all around this vehicle, you've got them on the pillar here on both of the sides. And then you also have your heads-up display, which you guys know I am a huge fan of, and I love having this on any vehicle. And then you've got your fully digital cluster. Not only that, but you have this massive screen that stretches all the way across the whole dashboard, and this is a 55-inch HD curved screen that looks absolutely beautiful. As you can see, you've got like 3 sections on this: the driver's cluster, the touch screen, and then the passenger screen over there. So on the screen here for the digital cluster area, I just love the way that it looks, and even like the wallpaper in the back definitely stands out. So on here you can do quite a few things, and all of it is controlled through this toggle right here. So if I just press down, it's going to show me all of these. So like your gauges, which I'm in right now. You've also got Google Maps. So if I click into that, you have this full screen of your Google Maps that comes up. And if I go down again, it's going to go into driver assistance. So it's going to show you that necessary information. If I go down again, you have your night vision like I was mentioning. So it's going to populate right here. So let that load up. And there you go. Pretty cool. So if I go down again, you have your front camera, augmented reality camera. So this looks very, very clean. The steering wheel is wrapped in leather and does come heated. You will notice this here and this little guy here, and this is for your Super Cruise that this has. And this one right here, it monitors the driver so you're not falling asleep or anything like that. On the steering wheel, you've got chrome trimming and a ton of gloss black all around, and your caddy badge right there. On the left side here, you have this toggle for your lower gear, this one, and then these down here is for your cruise control settings, and then the follow distance control. Here's your Super Cruise button, here is your heated steering wheel button, and then over here you have your cluster control, the volume knob here, you've got your audio control here, Bluetooth, your phone buttons in the middle here, and then your seek buttons to skip the track or radio or whatever it is. Also behind, you'll notice paddle shifters on both sides, and the front and rear wiper controls, high beams, and indicators. And the other side has your gear shifter right there. Now over on the center armrest area here, you can see it's all in white, and then you have this chrome trimming that also says Escalade on here. If we go ahead and open this up, you do have this tray with 3 sections, which you can utilize, of course. And if you take it out, you have a decent amount of storage space in this, and USB ports over here, and you have an outlet right there. Now along the sides of the center console here, not only do you have more of the beautiful shiny wood trim, more of that trim that I showed you on the door trim, and then here you have more space for extra storage or whatever. You have this on the passenger side as well. And then on the center console itself, you have a ton of things that are going on here. So here you have some space to put things. Your hazards are right here, and then over here you have your auto hold, auto start stop, and then here you can turn on and off your fan speed. Over here you have a ton more gloss black around these controls. The volume knob is here. This is for your touchscreen that you can control through here, this little knob, but you can also just touch the screen. And on here you have this beautiful designing all around. I just love the fine details on this vehicle. And then over here, more of that nice wood trim, cup holders, and even the bezels on this have the nice detailing. And then over here is where you have your wireless charging area. And even behind the screen here, you have some space to put things and a USB port there as well. Now, as for the screen here, all of your temperature and cooling controls, everything is controlled through here, and some more things. So this first one here, the seat one that you see, if I press that, it's going to open up your heating and cooling controls. I'll get to that in a second. But then you have this first one here. Here you can control the fan speed, the heating, cooling, everything for the front and rear. The second one here is to control the airflow, so you can do it anyway, and same thing for the rear that you can control. And then the next one here is what I was showing you. So this is where you control your heated steering wheel. You can also control the vented seats, heated seats for both sides. So this is under temperature. If I go under massage, again, you can control that. Same thing for the driver's side and the passenger side, and you have a bunch of different things to choose from. If I go to position, here you can control and adjust the seating position as well. So you technically don't have to use the side controls on the seats. You can just do it from here. Next, you have this, the controls section. So all of this you can go through. Under park, here you have your park assist, auto park assist, and then your cameras, which I'm going to touch on in just a second. Under doors, here you can lock, unlock, and then even open your glove compartment from here. Now this is what I was talking about when I was saying that they're gonna send out a update to close the doors from here. So once you do open the door, typically if this did have that software update, you would see kind of a bar here which you can swipe and close the door. And then this little light bulb right here is how you control the exterior lighting on this. Here is your lane keep and all of that. And then your camera button again, which again, I'm going to touch on in a second. And right before we get to the screen, I just want to show you again how beautiful this trim is that stretches across the whole dashboard. Like, look at the details on this wood trim. So nice. And then you've got this beautiful, beautiful touchscreen. There's a ton of things that you can go on here and do. You have your first page and then another page right here full of things. So if you go to the first page here, under vehicle status, it's gonna show the nice Cadillac badge, and on here you have a few things. You've got maintenance, gauges, and trip, and then a silhouette of the vehicle, so you can go all the way around. And you'll notice that there's a bunch of different plus signs. So If I click this one, it's going to show me the oil life for the vehicle. And you can go through a bunch of other ones. It's going to show you a bunch of different information about the vehicle. Now, if we go under maintenance, here you can see the tire pressure, brake pad life, oil life, engine air filter life, all of that. Heading back and going under gauges, it's going to show you the necessary gauges. Heading back, and then under trip, this is just going to show you your fuel economy and all of that. And then you've got My Cadillac, Google Assistant, Play Store, Android Auto, Apple CarPlay once you do have those connected. And then finally under here, the cameras. So you have 3 sections over here, or 4 actually, but 3 are for cameras and then more things within it. So you have your top view and then your front camera view right there. If I go to overhead, it's going to show me the top front view. And then for the side cameras, the front. For the rear, same thing. It's going to show me a rear view standard camera right there. You also have a overhead camera for the top, the side view camera for the rear, and then a hitch camera right there. Then you have this boat looking thing. So if I click this, it's easy for you to kind of guide yourself and hook up to a trailer. Once you do, these other ones will illuminate as well. And then this gear icon here you can just turn on or off the guidelines and all of that. Then you've got Alexa, and then under trailering right there, you can add a new trailer, import for My Cadillac, use a guest trailer, or accessories. And then in the corner here, you've got settings. So through here, you can go and adjust a bunch of different things about the vehicle. To the next page here, you've also got ambient lighting in this. So you can do a bunch of different things, customizations, brightness, styles, modes, all of that. Then you've got auto park assist. And then under audio, you have your AM, FM, Sirius XM, Bluetooth, USB, news, and Alexa. We head back out of here. Then over here, you've got your maps, so the full Google Maps view, which is nice. And then you have over here in the corner, you have phone, once you do have your phone connected. And then you have your entertainment hub. So here, you can control the screen over here or the screens in the back, so you can turn them on or off or whatever you want, lock the screen. Then you just got news there again. And also, like I was mentioning about the different modes, so the mode button right here, if I press that, it's going to show you all your different modes. So you have tour, sport, off-road, tow haul, and then my mode. And then up top, you have your rear view mirror. Not only that, but it also turns into a digital rear view mirror, which is nice. And then if we move up top here, you have your interior sensor button here, the camera, your interior lighting controls, your third row controls for the seats to put them down and back up. This middle one right here is for your tailgate, so you can kind of adjust how much you want to open it. This middle one is for your sunshade, and the 2 side ones here are for your sunroof controls. And then you've got SOS and OnStar. And here's the key fob and what it looks like for this Escalade. It's a typical Cadillac key. All right, coming to the passenger side over here, like I was mentioning on the driver's side, you also have space here, but you also got a USB port and an HDMI port there. And I just can't get over this beautiful wood trim. Look at the detailing on this, super, super nice. And if you want to open up your glove compartment, well, it's super easy. You can either do it through the screen right there, or if you're down here under the doors section, if I click this, it's gonna pop that open. And then here is your screen for the passenger side. So just like the rear, you have your power button, headphones, home, and settings. So on the home page here, you have your HDMI, and then under vehicle status, you can see the speed, fuel range, and trip information. Under your headsets, same thing. You can connect your headsets or use the cabin speakers. Here is the home page here. And then under settings, you just have your screen brightness and Bluetooth. Here is the window sticker for this Sport Platinum. The pricing you see is in Canadian dollars. Well, that does it for the review on this all new 2025 Cadillac Escalade ESV Sport Platinum. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of this. Do you love it or do you hate it?